Hi everyone, I'm Annie. We'll show interjections in writing.
Hi, I'm Altaf. We'll explain what interjections do and how to use them.
Interjections are short words or phrases that express emotion, reaction, or a pause. Think of words like wow, oh, hey, and uh-oh. They give voice to feeling.
Exactly. They're not usually part of sentence grammar. Instead, they stand apart to show surprise, joy, hesitation, pain, or attention. Writers use them to make text feel spoken and immediate.
Let's look at types. Surprise and excitement like wow and yay. Greeting and attention like hello and hey, hesitation like and pain or disgust like ouch and ugh, and mild commands or warnings like watch out.
Interjections can be a single word, a phrase, or even a short sentence. Punctuation matters. Many interjections use exclamation marks, but a comma or period can also fit, depending on tone.
When you write dialogue, interjections make characters sound real. For example, wow, that view is incredible, she said. Or, uh, I'm not sure about that, he admitted. Short, natural, and expressive.
In narrative prose, use interjections sparingly. Too many wows or ohs can feel amateurish. Use them where they enhance mood, reveal character, or break tension.
For formal writing, avoid casual interjections. Academic essays and reports prefer clear, direct statements. Instead of, well, this shows, write, this indicates. Reserve interjections for less formal tones.
Placement is simple. Start a sentence with an interjection, set it off with a comma or exclamation point, then continue. For example, hey, close the window, or keep it alone. Ouch, that cut stung.
Some interjections connect closely with emotions. Alas signals sadness or regret and fits older or poetic styles. Bravo applauds achievement. Choosing the right interjection helps match tone and era.
Also watch capitalization. At the beginning of a sentence, capitalize the interjection. Mid-sentence, keep lowercase unless it's a proper noun. Punctuation can change meaning. Oh, I see is different from oh, I see.
There are subtle ones too. Well can soften statements or introduce a contrast. Now can signal immediacy. These words can act like interjections while still serving other roles grammatically. So context matters.
Avoid overusing filler interjections like and like in polished writing. They can show character in dialogue but reduce clarity in exposition. In spoken transcripts, they're fine. In essays, trim them out.
Interjections can be stylistic tools. A single huh can show confusion. Ha can show triumph. With a trailing comma suggests thoughtfulness.
When editing, read dialogue out loud. If an interjection sounds natural, keep it. If it feels forced, remove or replace it. Always ask whether it reveals something useful about emotion, timing, or character.
Here are quick examples. Hey, watch your step. Wow, that's brilliant. Ugh, this traffic is awful. Oh, now I understand. Each one signals tone instantly.
Use interjections to control pacing. A short "wait" can pause action. "Look" can direct attention. "Whoa" can slow a fast scene. They act like beats in speech, controlling rhythm.
Be mindful of readers. Different audiences expect different tones. A children's story can use playful interjections freely. A newspaper article should be restrained and factual.
In creative writing, interjections can blend with description. "Oof, the cart tipped, sending apples rolling into the dust." That small sound adds immediacy to the scene.
Punctuation tricks. An M dash can show abrupt interruption. "Oh, don't go in there." Ellipses can show trailing thought. "Well, I suppose so." Choose punctuation to match the intended pause.
Quotations and tags. Place punctuation inside quotation marks in American English. Example: "Yikes," she gasped. Tag verbs like said, gasped, or sighed help show how the interjection was delivered.
Cultural tone matters too. Some interjections are regional or dated. "Blimey" feels British and old-fashioned. "Yippee" feels childish. Pick interjections that fit your character and setting.
A short dialogue can replace descriptive beats with interjections, showing emotion without long explanations.
Common mistakes. Making interjections carry factual content. Don't use them to explain plot points. They should show reaction, not deliver new information the reader needs to follow the story.
Also avoid stringing many interjections together. "Wow, oh, hey," in one line feels scattershot. Choose one clear reaction and let the following sentence expand if needed.
In poems or lyrical writing, interjections can be powerful when used like musical notes. A single or punctuates feeling and can echo throughout a stanza.
Editing tip. Search your draft for short standalone words like "well," "oh," "so," "now," and check whether they are functioning as interjections or unnecessary fillers. Remove the fillers and keep the meaningful ones.
Often writers use 3 short lines of dialogue with different interjections: surprise, hesitation, triumph, to reveal tone quickly without extra explanation.
Remember tone shifts. A sudden interjection in formal text can jolt the reader in useful ways, but use it intentionally. In a speech, well-placed interjections can make the speaker more relatable.
Finally, be playful. Interjections are a quick way to give your writing voice. They let readers hear your characters or narrator speaking, so use them to enrich the emotional life of your text.
To wrap up, interjections express feeling, stand apart grammatically, depend on punctuation for tone, and belong mostly in informal or creative writing. Use them with purpose and edit for clarity.
We have learned what interjections are, how they function, types and examples, punctuation tips, placement in dialogue and narration, and editing advice to avoid overuse.
That's right. We have learned when to use interjections, how to match tone and audience, and simple exercises to practice. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Small choices and subtle interjections often help characters feel more alive on the page.